Hi guys, I wanted to talk about an article which appeared in the press in allafrica.com, and the title was, I'm just reading it from my phone here, Zimbabwe, too much Sadza killing Zimbabweans, expert. So a German-based sustainable agriculture promotion organization, Wethanga Hilf, says too much maize, which Zimbabweans consume as well as their poor eating practices, are some of the sources of non-communicable diseases stunting and killing them. And it goes on to say such diseases are caused by poor feeding practices, which include high blood pressure, cancer, and diabetes, which are now killing people more than HIV. Traditionally, the majority of Zimbabweans are used to eating sadza as their staple diet, and rarely do they opt for other foods. Some of the foodstuffs are healthy for you, blah, blah, blah. So I think it's more of an educational issue. And it says some of the foodstuffs are healthy for you, and I know it's a cultural issue, but it's all about diversity. If you only eat maize, you will die, because clearly maize lacks important minerals, and you do not get enough of protein in maize, and there are lots of issues with it. And then it goes on to say, concerning the eating of matumbu, he goes on to say, for the children, there are a lot of theories, including hygiene issues, that some of these rural children eat too much chicken feces. Matumbu, let me be polite about it. The human system is in constant defiance of these unwanted substances in the body. According to the Ministry of Health and Child, 27% of children under the age of 5 are stunted. Okay. Right. So, speaking to a lot of my friends, they were quite upset with this story. In fact, let me see if I can find it here and I'll show it to you. It's All Africa. It's on allafrica.com. So, too much maize killing Zimbabweans. I think I can actually show you the story here if I can quickly find it. allafrica.com, there it is, from a German expert. They have found the story. So I'm just going to put it here so you can see it. So there is the story. Too much maize killing Zimbabweans, says an expert. Now a lot of people were quite upset because there are no statistics concerning what percentage of Zimbabweans, are being killed because of this, and also how much is too much sadza. Is it eating it every day? Is it eating it 3 times a day? How much is too much? And all those diseases that have been mentioned, most of them are also associated with eating too much. So even in countries in the first world where there is enough food, in fact where there's too much food, people are also dying from so those diseases are also called the diseases of abundance. So the abundance in food has caused also the prevalence of such diseases. So it's not something which is unique to Zimbabwe, although we know that Zimbabwe has issues in terms of the unavailability of a balanced diet for most people, who are resorting to maize because that's the cheapest thing they can get. And sometimes they'll have porridge in the morning, maize meal porridge, then sadza muscati and sadza in the evening. But of course they also have other sources of food in terms of what we traditionally eat, and I'll show you an example of a plate of sadza. And there is my plate of sadza and mazondo that looks really delicious, and there is the sadza there. with vegetables. So in those vegetables you get some vitamins, maguru, that will give you protein. The sadza itself is just starch. There's a bit of fat, obviously, and my tomatoes and all that. That will also have minerals. Then there's another plate here which shows the more traditional Sadza Rio, I think, with vegetables again, looking really delicious. So yeah, just wanted to share this with you guys and see what you think. I don't know, do you think that we are eating too much salsa? Because even in the diaspora we also have our sources where we get our maize meal and we cook our salsa, so we are quite happy to eat that delicious meal, and no amount of scaremongering is going to stop some people who are getting quite upset, to be honest, with that research, because there's really no scientific rigor in the report. It's not even a study that's been made. I think it's just an opinion by the guy. And the same could be said of any society, eating habits, scarcity of food and all that. Okay, so I want to talk about something else in a different video, so I'm going to stop now and let me know what you think.